shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Admit some bias, he's a giant. But from what I've seen so far, and guys, he's doing it with no offensive weapons right now. He's got no receivers, no tight ends, no running backs, no backup running back, nothing. And he's still looking like you go, that's a quarterback. I know I'm comparing him to Eli, so it's pretty easy to impress me right now from Eli in recent years, but I'll take Daniel Jones.
Well, what I don't appreciate is the last part, because I wanted to make that argument myself, comparing it to Eli. So taking that thunder away from me. But I will tell you this, because that's really what we're doing here. He's such a breath of fresh air compared. Think about this. You have a quarterback in New York that can scramble. Simply scramble. We're just going to use that category. Simply that can scramble for the first time in 14 years. For the first time in 14 years, you have a quarterback that can scramble. That's basically what you said about Daniel Jones. Now, obviously, he's got some dime pieces that he's dropped, and we know that he can throw the football. He's got size on him. But I'm saying this. If you had said to me, give me the weapons, I could understand anybody picking Daniel Jones because of the hype factor and all that stuff, and I would too. But I'm going to go with Kyler Murray right now for this simple reason. 64% of his passes, just 4 interceptions in 6 games, 3 full games this season where he hasn't thrown 1 single interception. Oh, by the way, got a rookie head coach who didn't produce in college, by the way, but somehow he managed to get a head coaching job in the National Football League, all right? The privileged few would say. Here's the reality.
I get it. Like, what still ain't talking about? Why would you hire Kingsbury as Kyler Murray get drafted? You hired that guy because he run what Kyler Murray fits. That's what make a quarterback good. When you got somebody that can fit his skill sets, who know how to utilize him, he's going to be a good quarterback. That's why they went to go get Kingsbury. Because they know they was drafting Kyler Murray. And you have to find a coach that can fit his system. His skill sets fit Kingsbury's system. That's why they hired him. That's why he got the job. Yeah, they seen his record, but they getting a coach that can fit Kyler Murray type of style of play. That's why he had the success so far, because he fit Kingsbury's system and Kingsbury fit what Kyler Murray like to do. That's why he got that job. They know he ain't had a winning record, but they know what he could do with Kyler Murray because he fit everything Kyler Murray like to do in that system. They go together. They's 2-3 right now. That's cool. For right now, Kingsbury just fit what Kyler Murray like to do. He fit his skill sets.
Kyler Murray, undersized and all, can fling that football, clearly can move out of the pocket, can move. He's incredibly mobile. And I look at that along with his ability to fling that football, and that's where I got to give him love and respect in that regard. I think that he is a dynamic player. I think that when we look at Daniel Jones, we see a prototypical quarterback that can get it done, and we're impressed and relieved because we no longer have to look at Eli Manning. I think when we look at Kyler Murray, we see a miniature dynamo who's incredibly dynamic and electrifying, both with his arm and with his feet, and we salivate over the possibilities. And if I have lesser talent to work with, meaning guys injured, guys traded, etc., I'd rather have Kyler Murray. All things being, then it's Daniel Jones. But I'm going to go with Kyler Murray.
No way, no chance I can go with Kyler Murray. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you project in this business, right? Like, we're having a conversation about both of these guys. And I use this simple formula beyond everybody. And Kyler Murray is playing well. This is not about how Kyler Murray is playing. This is about what I see from Daniel Jones. You know what I see? I see the prototypical type quarterback that has been the mainstay in winning Super Bowls, NFC, AFC championships in Daniel Jones. And I said it about Baker Mayfield. Y'all remember when the whole world went crazy when I said Daniel Jones is better than Baker Mayfield? Right now, if you put both of those guys side by side and you said, give me one of those quarterbacks with this same weapons, who do you feel more comfortable with being in your huddle? It's Daniel Jones, no question. Kyler Murray to me is too specific. It's hard for me to say Kyler Murray is going to have success when the athleticism runs out. Same conversation we having with Cam Newton. If Kyler Murray becomes a guy that has to stay in the pocket, what if it's a high ankle sprain? Or what if it's just a sprain like Patrick Mahomes got, and you take away that possibility of athletic ability? I'm going with Daniel Jones. And another reason being is because Jared Goff just played in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's been in the Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes was in the AFC Championship last year. We saw Aaron Rodgers go win the Super Bowl. Outside of Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, because that's who they like to compare, they're anomalies. Russell Wilson and Drew Brees are anomalies. When you start talking about the consistency of quarterbacks of that stature, that ability, go and play for Super Bowls. And if anybody want to argue it, let's go Joe Flacco. Let's go Peyton Manning, who had a noodle arm.
About height?
I'm talking about height and the ability to play from the pocket.
So reading defenses with the requisite height.
And diming, throwing dimes.
Yeah, and Daniel Jones is also mobile.
Quick question. If we took away, all right, hypothetically, let's say Tom Brady had an ounce of athletic ability.
Yeah.
Right? An ounce. And he was injured. You were still taking before Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's Tom Brady.
I'm just saying, Steve, think about that now.
Do you think Daniel Jones is going to be a better quarterback when it's all said and done than Eli was?
Yeah, I do. And it's because he has that athletic trait.
Well, can we say this?
I think he can do the same things Eli did.
Can we be honest, gentlemen, and say this? Eli Manning may end up going to the Hall of Fame.
He should.
Because he's a two-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
We have never associated Eli Manning with the word greatness.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
Ever.
Well, until the playoffs.
Ever. We have never, ever said.
What made Daniel Jones a different quarterback from Eli? His ability to run. And that could keep the defense guessing. And he could also throw the football as well. So he had the defense confused on which one he gonna do. If the pocket break down, Daniel Jones can run. Eli is different. He's a pocket passer. He ain't gonna run when the pocket closed. That's the difference. Like the Giants winning games right now. Because the rookie is showing promise of what he can do, his abilities to do. If the pocket ain't there, he can run. If the pocket clean, he can throw the football. Only reason he have any love is down because some of his players be injured sometimes. But he bring a breath of fresh air to that team. And he doing what Pat Shermer want to do. He want to have a mobile quarterback back there to be able to stay in plays when it come to it. And Daniel Jones is that guy. Everyone booed him, but he's showing the signs that he belongs in this league. He just learning how fast the game is. Once that game slow down to him, the arm he have could help the Giants get back to their winning ways. And he's able to run. He will do option play and he can run. It's a difference between Eli. Eli gonna be a Hall of Famer because of what he did in those Super Bowls. Against one of the arguably the best organization is the Patriots. Winning the Super Bowls against Tom Brady, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame anyway. Daniel Jones is a different quarterback for him. He's mobile and he can throw. Eli can throw too. It's just a difference. When that pocket break down, he's able to stand it, he's able to run. And that's the difference between him and Eli.
Eli Manning ain't great.
He was Mr. Fourth Quarter. Everyone called him Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Not great.
Mollywood,
I wish
you
I
are
knew the
wrong.
years.
Not great.
No, Molly.
Am I not right?
I think Eli, you could say, well, he's a compiler of the numbers. If you're an Iron Man and you never miss a snap, let alone a game.
We respect him.
And you win 2 Super Bowls, and you go to Lambeau and beat
respect
Favre, and you go to Lambeau and beat Rodgers, and you beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice, you were great.
Come back in the fourth quarter like Aaron Rodgers came back in the fourth quarter.
Can we stop
saying great
Look, do me a
moments.
favor. Do me one favor, Max. Please do me this favor. And everybody out there about the Giants, because this is not about knocking Eli Manning.
It's not.
But please mention the defense when you talk about Eli Manning. People have to stop.
17-14 and 21-17 was how they won those Super Bowls.
Let me ask you about other quarterbacks right now.
Because you
We don't
can't.
mention it with Tom Brady, and
Because Tom Brady has won with bad defenses.
but he's won with good defenses too.
Eli has never
He's
won
lost
with
with
a
good
bad
defenses.
That's right.
He's never won with a bad defense.
Eli's not Tom Brady, so he outplays him with the chips on.
No, do you realize that Tom Brady lost the Super Bowl to Philadelphia a couple of years ago, throwing for over 500 yards?
He lost it.
Tell me, do you realize Eli Manning has never thrown for 300 yards in the Super Bowl?
Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for